Hello, my name's Lizzie. I'm Anglican, and in 5.5 weeks' time I'm going to be moving into a convent ready to become a postulant. A few months ago I spent some time living in this particular religious community as an alongside-er, which is when you live in the actual sisters' quarters rather than in a guest house. And since then lots of people have been asking me what was in my room or what my room looked like, and I didn't actually take any photos or video footage, like even to show my family, because I thought if you go around to someone's house you don't start sharing photos with other people of like their bedrooms, and I want to respect the privacy of these sisters and their community, and I want this YouTube channel to be more about my own journey and religious life in general, and someone that's like looking at like wondering if God's calling them to religious life. I don't want this YouTube channel to be like specifically about this religious community, so I don't intend to like share photos of their building on YouTube, for example. But I can obviously answer the question of what was in my room, because that might be really helpful to other people. I have no idea how different convents are different from each other. Like some convents have got more modern buildings than others. Maybe some orders are stricter than others. But I live in the city centre. But I can share what was in my room, and I can't imagine it being that different from other sisters in other communities and other buildings.
I will hold your people in my heart.
Kind of obvious, but there was a single bed and it had a duvet and a duvet cover, no old-fashioned sheets or anything like that, and the duvet covers were quite kind of 80s, 90s flower power. A bedside table with a little simple desk lamp on top of it. There was a chair in the corner of the room, like quite similar to this one, which was for praying in and just sitting and reading in. And there was also just a very little desk and chair, obviously for writing or studying in my case, or like writing reflections or something like that. There was a little wardrobe with some kind of cubbyhole space, shelving kind of space in it. And there was a little sink unit with a mirror and a towel rail and somewhere to plug in my hairdryer. And then the last thing, which was invisible, was there was Wi-Fi in my room, and I'll do some other videos about that use of internet and devices and things in the convent.
You might have heard of nuns' rooms being referred to as cells, which makes it sound like a prison cell. But that's only because I'm pretty sure the word cell comes from the word meaning like one or alone. But cell in a positive sense, well, for a start, where I'm going, they don't even call them cells, they just call them like the nuns' rooms or the nuns' bedrooms. They just don't even use that word anymore. But the positive word cell, in my mind, it reminds me of like a battery, or you have like cell phones, that's what they call them in America, isn't it? So to me, actually, your room in a convent, that's where you recharge your batteries, in my mind. And especially when you're living in a community, it's really important that you have your own space. So especially being I think on Myers-Briggs, when they talk about what's an introvert, extrovert, they say what most recharges your batteries, is it being on your own or being with other people. And I think I'm exactly 50-50 or a bit more introvert using that criteria. But I definitely need my own space, and so as a sister, I can imagine actually your bedroom being almost like a sanctuary, as in that's your place. That's the one place you've got where it is your own, and you can be on your own, and that will be your place for recharging. Like obviously sleeping at night, resting, maybe spending time just doing whatever you want to do in the evenings. Listening to the radio with some earphones in, colouring in my case, or like doing a craft or something if you wanted to be doing it in your own rather than in a common room. And I guess that will be like, in addition to the chapel, that'll be a big place where you're praying as well on your own. That'll be where you're having like your more informal conversations of Jesus, will be in your bedroom. So I like to see it as a cell, as a place of that your bedroom is the place where you can kind of recharge your batteries in a convent.